Welcome back, everyone. Today we're going deep.
Oh, this is gonna be good.
So a deep dive is into excerpts from first book to author empire.
Oh, love that title.
Scaling your writing career. This PDF
hmm
is all about
I love a good PDF.
yeah.
You can just highlight and underline.
I know it's all about helping authors go beyond just publishing that one book
Right.
and building, that thriving career.
Lead on that first book. Yeah.
Yeah, creating an author empire.
Ooh, Empire.
So think of it this way.
Okay.
Your first book is just the launch pad.
Yeah.
What if you could turn that launch pad into
Uh,
the whole
that-
universe?
The whole universe. Yeah. That's a great way to put it.
Right.
The source emphasizes that having a first book is fantastic.
Right.
But the real magic begins when you start thinking bigger.
Okay, so let's unpack this.
Okay.
One of the first things that jumped out at me was turning that initial book
Yep.
into a series.
Yeah.
We all know series are popular, but this source dives into the strategic WHY behind it.
The why.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's not just about giving readers more of what they loved. A well-planned series deepens that connection with the characters and the world that you've built. It's like inviting readers to move in and get to know the neighborhood.
Okay. Yeah.
And let's face it, when readers feel that connection, they're more likely to invest in that whole journey.
Oh, I've definitely experienced that as a reader.
Oh, yeah.
When a series really grabs me, I'm hooked.
Yes.
I have to know what happens next. I'm already pre-ordering the next book.
Yeah, you're committed.
But I've also heard some authors say that writing a series can feel creatively limiting.
Oh, interesting.
How do you think authors can balance the business benefits with the need for artistic freedom?
That's a great question. And this source actually offers some pretty insightful advice on series planning.
Okay.
It emphasizes thinking long-term from the outset.
Okay.
It's not just about tacking on a sequel. It's about weaving plot threads
Hi.
and character arcs that can unfold across multiple books.
So it's like having a master plan.
A roadmap.
Yeah, a roadmap for the whole journey,
Yeah,
but leaving room for those exciting detours
And
and
so-
discoveries along the way.
exactly. And the source even delves into data showing that series tend to have much higher sales potential compared to standalone books.
That makes sense.
Readers who connect with a series are more likely to become loyal fans
Right.
who eagerly anticipate each new installment.
Yeah, a series creates a built-in audience
Yeah.
for each subsequent book. What's your perspective on this? Have you ever considered writing a series?
You know,
Or maybe you're already working on one.
I
What are your thoughts on planning a multi-book arc while still leaving room for creative exploration?
think I've always kind of been a pantser.
Okay.
You know, just kind of
Yeah.
write as I go and see
Yeah.
where the story takes me.
Okay.
But I can definitely see the appeal of having that roadmap,
Right.
especially if you're,
Especially for something as big as a series.
yeah, like thinking about all the different threads and
Yeah.
how they could play out over multiple books.
Yeah.
I think it could be really freeing in a way
Interesting.
because you wouldn't be so worried about cramming everything into one book.
Okay. Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
you could kind of let it breathe a little bit.
Right. Right.
And really explore the world and the characters.
That's a good point. I hadn't thought of it that way.
Yeah.
That it could actually free you up
Yeah, I think so.
in a way. Another powerful strategy
Okay.
this highlights is the idea of diversifying
Diversity.
income streams.
Right.
So it's about building what they call an author empire,
Ooh.
which extends beyond just book sales.
Right.
This is where it gets
I love that.
really interesting.
Yeah.
We're talking about creating multiple avenues of revenue,
Yeah. Yeah.
leveraging your book's knowledge
Yeah.
and your personal brand.
It's brilliant.
The source really encourages authors to think like entrepreneurs.
I like that. I mean, as creatives, we don't always think about the business side of things, but it's so important if you want to make a living from your art.
Exactly.
It's about seeing your book not just as a finished product,
Right.
but as a springboard for all sorts of opportunities.
Like what? Give me an example.
Okay, so for instance,
Yeah.
the source suggests turning your book's knowledge
Okay.
into courses or workshops.
Okay.
So imagine you've written a captivating book on personal finance.
Okay, yeah.
You could then translate that expertise into an interactive online course,
Right.
a weekend workshop,
Oh.
or even a series of webinars.
Suddenly you're not just an author,
Right.
you're a teacher,
A mentor,
a mentor.
a guide.
You're connecting with your audience in a whole new way.
I love that.
Yeah.
And
That's exciting.
are there authors that have done this successfully? Oh, yeah, for sure.
Okay.
The source provides some specific examples.
Okay.
One author who wrote a book on productivity
Right.
developed a really sought-after time management workshop for entrepreneurs. Another author who wrote a cookbook started offering cooking classes
Okay.
based on the recipes in their book.
It's amazing to see how authors are taking their expertise beyond the page and creating these engaging experiences for their readers.
I love that.
What stands out to you about this approach? Have you ever considered turning your own knowledge or skills into a course or a workshop? It could be anything.
Yeah, I mean, I've definitely thought about it.
Yeah.
I love teaching and sharing what I know.
Right.
And I think a workshop would be a really fun way to do that.
Yeah.
But it's definitely a bit daunting
Right.
to think about creating a whole course.
Yeah, it's a big endeavor.
Putting together all those materials.
Right.
So I'm still kind of in the brainstorming phase with that.
Yeah.
But it's great to...
But I think it's a great idea.
Yeah, it's great to consider it.
Yeah.
Keep it in mind.
Absolutely.
And the diversification doesn't stop there.
Oh.
The source also dives into building a speaking career.
Ooh, speaking.
Conferences, industry events, even virtual summits.
Yeah.
Sharing your expertise on stage can establish you as a thought leader in your field and attract a wider audience.
Yeah, that makes sense.
That's a powerful way to build credibility and connect with potential readers who might not have discovered your book otherwise.
Yeah, that's a good point.
I'm picturing an author who's written a book on sustainable living.
Okay.
Giving a TED Talk on the topic.
Oh, wow.
Right?
That's great.
It's inspiring.
It is inspiring.
And the source reminds us that building a speaking career doesn't happen overnight.
Right.
It might start with local events.
Online webinars, gradually working your way up to larger stages and national conferences.
Right. You got to start somewhere.
Have you ever attended a talk or presentation by an author?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Right.
I went to a book festival a few years ago and saw one of my favorite authors speak.
Oh, cool.
And it was amazing.
Yeah.
It was so inspiring to hear them talk about their process and their passion for writing.
Right.
It made me want to go home and write a book myself.
That's the best, right?
Yeah, it was so motivating.
That's what you want.
Yeah.
And for authors whose books offer practical advice, maybe in business, self-help, or even fitness, there's the world of coaching and consulting.
Coaching and consulting. So you're taking your expertise and tailoring it to individual clients, helping them achieve their goals and overcome their challenges.
It's a natural extension of your book's message.
Exactly.
But delivered in a personalized way.
Yeah. The source points out that this approach can be really beneficial for authors who have established themselves as experts in their niche. Clients are seeking their specific insights and guidance, often based on the wisdom they've shared in their books.
I've seen this firsthand with authors who have written books on leadership, entrepreneurship, personal development.
Yeah, for sure.
They've built these thriving coaching practices that complement their writing careers.
It's a win-win.
It's a win-win.
You get to help people.
Yeah.
And you get to make a living from your passion.
I love that all of these strategies emphasize a key principle.
What's that?
Going beyond just the book itself.
Okay.
It's about building a brand, a community,
a
whole ecosystem.
I love that analogy of an ecosystem.
Around your work.
Yeah, it's about creating that vibrant space where your book is the central hub. But there are all these interconnected elements that support and enhance each other.
That's exactly right.
Yeah.
And this leads us to the next crucial aspect that the source dives into. Brand building.
Brand building. That's so important.
It's about creating a recognizable and compelling identity that resonates with your target audience.
Absolutely.
So it's not just about having a great book cover and a catchy title.
Yeah.
It's about crafting a brand that reflects your values, your voice, and the unique perspective that you bring to your writing.
Yeah. The source emphasizes that brand building starts with cultivating an engaged community.
Okay, how do you do that?
Well, we're talking podcasts, social media, newsletters, all those channels where you can connect with readers on a deeper level.
It's about sharing behind-the-scenes insights, personal anecdotes, even your thoughts on a current event.
Yeah. It's about being relatable, authentic,
Yeah.
and giving your audience more than just sales pitches.
Right.
It's about building those genuine connections.
I love that.
Yeah.
And the source
Yeah.
highlights the
Yeah.
importance of offering exclusive content.
Ooh, exclusive content.
This could be bonus chapters,
Okay.
character interviews,
Yeah.
early access to new releases, or even access to a private online community.
That's great.
It's about rewarding your most loyal fans
Yeah.
and giving them a glimpse behind the curtain.
I love that. It's like giving your readers a VIP pass to your creative process.
Right.
Yeah.
It fosters a sense of connection and appreciation.
For sure.
Have you seen any authors do this effectively? What kind of exclusive content do you think would be most appealing to readers?
I think it really depends on the genre and the author's brand.
Okay.
But I've seen some authors offer early access to chapters for readers who sign up for their newsletter.
Okay.
Which is a great way to incentivize people to join your mailing list. Right.
Build your list.
Yeah.
And then other authors have done things like behind-the-scenes videos or blog posts.
Where they talk about their writing process or their inspiration for the book.
Oh, that's cool.
I think those can be really interesting for readers.
Yeah, I think so too.
Because it gives them a glimpse into the author's mind and how the book came to be.
I love that. The source also talks about the power of collaboration.
Collaboration.
Teaming up with other authors, influencers, or even complementary businesses can help you reach a whole new audience.
That's so smart.
So it's about strategic partnerships that make sense for your brand and your target readership.
Right. Like imagine a historical fiction author collaborating with a museum.
Okay.
Or a travel blogger who specializes in the same time period.
Oh, cool.
Or a cookbook author partnering with a local chef for a joint event.
That's a win-win.
Yeah, you're cross-promoting each other's work and tapping into new audiences.
What are your thoughts on collaborations?
Well,
have you ever partnered with someone to promote your work or reach a wider audience?
I think they can be really effective.
Yeah.
Especially if you find the right partners.
Right.
You know, people who
align with your values.
Exactly, and who have an audience that overlaps with yours.
Right.
I haven't done a ton of collaborations myself.
Okay.
But I'm definitely open to it. I think it's a great way to expand your reach and connect with new readers.
Now, here's where this source takes a really intriguing turn.
Okay, I'm intrigued.
It suggests that authors shouldn't limit themselves to just books and digital products.
Right.
It encourages them to explore the world of merchandise. Merchandise.
For authors.
For authors.
That's interesting.
Now, that's something I wouldn't have immediately thought of.
Yeah, me neither.
But it makes so much sense.
Especially for genres.
Yeah.
With really dedicated fans who want to wear their love for a book on their sleeve.
Literally.
Literally.
Yeah, I can see that.
Think fantasy, sci-fi, YA, even certain nonfiction niches.
Right.
People love to show their passion through things like T-shirts, mugs,
tote bags,
phone cases.
Yeah.
The source gives some great examples.
Okay, like what?
A motivational author could create merchandise featuring their most inspiring quotes.
I like that.
Right. A children's book author could have plushies or artwork with their characters. I can even imagine a cozy mystery series with mugs featuring the detective's signature catchphrase.
Oh, that's fun.
Or a recipe from the book.
I love that.
It's a way to bring the book's world into the reader's everyday life.
Exactly. It's like a little piece of the story that they can carry with them.
And it's not just about slapping a logo or a character on a product.
Right.
The source even mentions a Christian author incorporating Bible verses from their book onto merchandise.
That's a really interesting example.
Yeah, it shows how merchandise can be a way to deepen the connection with readers and their beliefs.
Yeah, it's about offering something meaningful and relevant to their lives.
Yeah, I love that.
It really highlights the creative possibilities that open up when you start thinking like an entrepreneur.
It's about seeing your book as a springboard for all sorts of exciting ventures.
What are your thoughts on this?
I'm really intrigued by it.
Yeah?
I think it's a really clever way to connect with readers on a different level.
Have you ever bought author merchandise?
I've bought a few tote bags.
Okay, yeah.
With bookish quotes on them.
I'm a sucker for a good tote bag with a bookish quote.
Me too.
But beyond the fun aspect,
Yeah.
this whole merchandise idea underscores a crucial mindset shift that this source emphasizes: treating self-publishing like a business.
Right.
It's not just about writing a great book.
Yeah.
It's about understanding the market, reaching your audience, and building a sustainable model for success.
That's where the rubber meets the road.
So let's dive into those practicalities.
Okay.
First and foremost, it's about setting up multiple income streams.
Oh, okay.
This means selling your books on various platforms like Amazon, Apple Books, Kobo,
Barnes & Noble.
Barnes & Noble, exploring different formats, ebooks, paperbacks, audiobooks.
Yeah.
It's about casting a wide net.
Right.
And making your book accessible to as many readers as possible.
Yeah, because different people have different preferences.
Right. Some readers prefer the convenience of ebooks.
Right.
Others love the feel of a physical book.
Yes.
And some enjoy listening to audiobooks on the go.
Exactly. It's about meeting readers where they are.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And beyond the different formats, the source even suggests exploring subscription models.
Subscription models.
Where readers pay a recurring fee for access to your latest work.
Oh, interesting.
Or exclusive content.
So like a membership program?
Yeah, like a membership program for your books.
Okay.
Which can create a more predictable and stable income stream.
I like that.
That's fascinating. I've seen some authors using platforms like Patreon or Substack to offer subscription-based content to their readers.
It's like the Netflix model applied to books.
Right. What do you think about this trend?
I think it's really interesting. I mean, it's a great way for authors to build a closer relationship with their most dedicated fans. And for readers, it's a way to get access to exclusive content and behind-the-scenes insights.
It's a win-win.
It is a win-win.
So we've got multiple platforms, various formats, and even subscription models.
Yeah.
What other gems does this self-publishing as a business approach offer?
Well, the source also emphasizes the importance of data-driven decision-making.
Okay. Tell me more about that.
So this means paying attention to your analytics, tracking which platforms are performing best, which genres are resonating with readers, and what price points are most effective.
So it's about using data to make informed decisions rather than just relying on your gut feeling.
Right. And thankfully, with all the tools and platforms available today, tracking your analytics is easier than ever before.
That's true. You can see exactly how many people are downloading your book, where they're coming from, what they're engaging with.
Exactly.
And the data can reveal some surprising insights.
Oh, for sure.
Maybe you discover that your short stories are more popular than your novels.
Yeah.
Or that a slightly lower price point significantly increases sales.
Right.
It's all about experimenting and optimizing based on what the numbers tell you.
It sounds like a blend of creativity and data-driven strategy.
Absolutely.
Which is a pretty potent combination.
It is.
What stands out to you about this data-driven approach?
I think it's really valuable.
Yeah.
But it's important to remember
that
it's just one piece of the puzzle.
Okay.
It's essential to balance data-driven insights with your creative intuition and your understanding of your audience.
That's a great point.
Yeah.
It's about finding that sweet spot between the analytical and the artistic.
I like that.
And speaking of making things easier, the source also highlights the importance of automation.
Automation.
The lifeblood of any efficient operation.
It really is.
The source encourages authors to automate as many processes as possible, from social media posting to email marketing to even accounting. I love that.
It's about freeing up your time and mental energy.
Right.
So you can focus on what you do best, writing.
Exactly.
Plus, it helps you scale your efforts more effectively without getting bogged down in administrative tasks.
Imagine having a system where your social media posts are scheduled in advance.
Right.
Your email newsletters go out automatically. And your sales reports are generated with a click of a button.
That leaves you so much more time to actually write, connect with your audience, and grow your empire.
Exactly.
It's about working smarter, not harder.
I love that.
And leveraging technology to streamline your operations.
That's so important.
I've definitely benefited from automating certain aspects of my work.
Yeah, oh yeah.
It allows me to focus on the creative tasks
Yeah.
that I enjoy most.
I think for creatives, that's especially important because we need that time and space to let our imaginations run wild.
Right.
You know? Totally.
And if we're bogged down in administrative stuff, it can really stifle our creativity.
You know what's so refreshing about this source?
What?
It doesn't just focus on the mechanics of self-publishing.
Okay.
It really emphasizes the mindset shift.
The mindset shift.
Required to succeed.
Right, because it's not just about the technical skills.
Right.
It's about the attitude and the belief in yourself.
It's about seeing yourself not just as a writer, but as an entrepreneur.
Yes.
A creative CEO.
A CEO.
Of your own literary empire.
I love that.
And that shift in perspective can be incredibly empowering.
It really can.
It allows you to take control of your career, build a sustainable business, and ultimately achieve your dreams.
It's about owning your creativity, your vision, and your path to success.
I love that.
Yeah.
It's inspiring to see how authors are embracing this entrepreneurial spirit and creating these thriving businesses around their books. It's amazing.
But even with all these strategies and tools at our disposal, it's important to remember the heart of it all.
What's that?
At the end of the day, none of this matters if the book itself doesn't resonate with readers.
You're absolutely right.
All the marketing, branding, and business savvy in the world won't matter if the story doesn't grab readers. If the characters aren't compelling, if the writing doesn't shine.
This source does a fantastic job of outlining the steps to building an author empire, but the foundation of that empire is always going to be a well-crafted book that people genuinely want to read.
This is a good reminder for all of us creatives to focus on honing our craft, to keep learning, to experiment, to pour our passion into our work.
Absolutely.
And create something truly special.
And once you have that captivating book, then you can unleash all the strategies we've discussed to build your audience, connect with readers, diversify your income, and create a fulfilling and sustainable career.
It's about finding that perfect balance between artistic expression and entrepreneurial spirit.
And remember, even if you're not an author, so much of what we've discussed today can be applied to other creative pursuits. Whether you're a musician, a filmmaker, a designer, a chef, an artist, or anyone with a passion project you'd like to share with the world. There's something to be learned from this author empire approach.
It's about taking ownership of your creativity, building a community around your work, and thinking strategically about how to reach your audience and make a lasting impact.
I love that.
We've covered a lot of ground today.
We have.
From the power of series to the importance of brand building, from creative merchandise to the self-publishing business mindset.
It's been a fascinating deep dive into the world of author entrepreneurship. And the incredible opportunities that exist for creatives in today's world.
As always, we'd love to hear from you. What resonated with you most from today's deep dive?
What are your takeaways?
What insights are you taking away?
What are you inspired to try?
What are you inspired to try in your own creative journey?
Share your thoughts and experiences in the comments below.
Yes, please do.
We're always eager to learn from you and continue the conversation.
And we'll be back soon.
We will.
With another deep dive into a new topic. So be sure to subscribe and stay tuned.
Until then.
Until then.
Keep exploring, keep creating, and keep building your own empires.
Happy writing, everyone.
Bye.